Hey everybody, this is Mitch DeVries with Remax of Grand Rapids, May Group Realtors. I'm here with one of my previous clients. We just closed on our property in Kentwood just this week, so very exciting, and congratulations to you. This is Heather Blinken staff. How about you just give it a little bit of an introduction to yourself, where you're coming from, since you are moving from out of state to Grand Rapids.
Yeah, so like Mitch said, my name's Heather Blickenstaff. I'm a pediatrics intern at Helen DeVoe Children's Hospital. I just graduated from IU School of Medicine in Indiana, so I'm just moving up to Grand Rapids for residency.
Awesome. So new to Grand Rapids, have never been here, and you bought a house. So very, very exciting. So Heather is also coming here for the residency program at Helen DeVoe Children's Hospital, and she's also started a nonprofit organization called Stronger Now. So how about you, before kind of going into everything that Stronger Now does, how did you come up with the idea of starting this foundation?
So I do research that focuses on adverse childhood experiences, or ACEs. Specifically, the protective factors and resiliency skills that allow children to be successful despite living in adverse circumstances.
Okay.
My data suggests that mentorship and volunteering were key factors in promoting resilience with children that have a high number of ACEs.
Mm-hmm.
So I started the nonprofit in the hope of fostering relationships with mentors and children with multiple ACEs by creating these volunteer projects for them to do together.
Okay, that's awesome. How long have you been doing this research for?
That is a complicated answer.
Very long.
Initially came up with the idea a couple of years ago. Just finished collecting data at the beginning, January of 2020, and actually just finished the first rough draft of my paper today.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Congrats. So you've been very busy, I'd imagine.
Yes.
So going into Stronger Now, what are you guys doing, and what are you guys offering?
So Stronger Now, it's a 501c3 nonprofit. I created it in October of 2019 with two major purposes. First, to educate the public on emotional and psychological child abuse and how it's a component of physical abuse, sexual abuse, witnessing domestic violence, and all kinds of other things. And second, to then create these volunteer projects in which adult survivors of emotional child abuse can work with children that have multiple ACEs, so kids in the foster care system, for example, and then hopefully them pairing together and doing these projects together can promote resilience in those children to then help them become successful adults. So trying to use that information from my research to actually start making a difference in the community.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's awesome. I remember taking a lot of statistics courses and taking all this data and never actually putting it to use like you're doing. So that's very exciting. And really cool to see. And so since you are moving to Grand Rapids and just starting this, what can Grand Rapids do as a community, and the viewers that are watching this do to help support you guys?
So spreading the word about Stronger Now and just starting to gather a network of volunteers is going to be the first step, just in expanding into Western Michigan. Mm-hmm. So if you did want to be a volunteer, you can sign up just to be on our email list, where we will send things out when we actually have volunteer projects that are set in stone. We can email out upcoming projects if you're on the list. If you go to www.strongernow.org/volunteer, the volunteer page, you can sign up. Also, obviously, we're always taking donations. Some just the regular business things to keep a business going costs, a nickel and dime here and there. Also, using some of the finance proceeds to help in addition to manpower for some of the places that we're hoping to volunteer with. So there's also a donate section of the website too that you can do either one of those things, or just spread the word, share on social media. Really, no matter how much you want to contribute, there's something little or big that you can kind of do depending on what you want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just tried to screen share. Did that come up for you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So that was their website. You can donate and everything on that.
Yeah, so I was just gonna talk a little bit more about what the volunteer projects were. So you're like, cool, I want to volunteer, but like, I don't know what that means. Um, so obviously this is coming from the projects that we had set up in Indiana, which didn't get to fulfill a lot of those because COVID hit, which obviously wanting to keep everyone safe, but the type of projects we were getting started with, keeping in mind that we are just starting out. So it takes a little bit of time before we can do things to partner with kids because people have to get background checks and there's a lot more approvals. But I wanted to at least get our feet wet and start helping these organizations that are already helping kids. So I know I'm already in contact with the Child Abuse Center at Helen DeVoe Children's Hospital, hoping to then partner with child advocacy centers around Western Michigan. So these facilities conduct forensic interviews for children who've been sexually assaulted or witnessed a violent crime, something where you have to actually get an interview from a kid, and it's hard to get a 3-year-old to have testimony that can be admissible in court. So that's the type of thing that these facilities do. Obviously, kids coming in there with a lot of ACEs. So initial volunteer projects would be you can help these facilities with cleaning or restocking. Back in Indiana, the Marion County Department of Child Services, it has a yearly carnival where they give school supplies to children in low-income areas. So we were also going to help with that carnival, help keep it running, and then doing whatever else we can to kind of help the kids have a fun day. So I'm hoping to start similar types of project like this in Western Michigan.
Okay, and hopefully that some of the restrictions on COVID start to dwindle by the time you get there. I know that the shelter-in-place order has been extended till the end of the month, but luckily that's when you'll be moving here. So hopefully that will kind of go away so that you can start introducing some of these volunteer opportunities.
Right, and it's something where that's kind of when I had the volunteer page on the website. So if people are like, yeah, I would like to volunteer, but obviously nothing's happening right now. If you're at least on the listserv, I can let you know when things start happening.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, sign up for volunteer opportunities. It is a great thing coming to West Michigan. We're always happy to see new people come to the community. It's a great area. And Heather, best of luck to you, and can't wait for you to get the keys to your new home and have you move.
Yes, me too.
So, if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me or reach out to Stronger Now through their website. I can connect you either with Heather if you reach out to me. You guys have my contact information, and have a great day.